I'm Rachel.
I'm Rebecca.
And about 2 years ago, we interviewed Darren Chris and Nick Lang, two members of Team Star Kid, which the first part of the interview recently got 100,000 views.
So in honor of that, we thought we would release a never-before-seen clip of our interview because we've gotten a ton of requests to release the full unedited video. And we're not going to do that because it's very long and there's a lot of repetition. But we thought you guys might enjoy this part, which tells the background of the Pigfarts joke.
So enjoy, and you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
So we wrote this script that had all these jokes that we've made up throughout the years, like Pigfarts and the Voldemort and Quirrell thing. These were all like separate jokes. Like these all existed in like different contexts and stuff like that. Like Pigfarts is a joke that we made up about
a whole other thing.
for an entirely different thing.
Different story.
It's like the original idea was we were like me, Matt, and this guy named Chris Allen, who plays Duder in Little White Lie. We're in a restaurant, and we just started to have a conversation about what if JK's ex-husband ever called her up to, like, eat lunch with her, because that guy is, like, the biggest idiot on the planet. Because now she's the most famous, wonderful woman ever. And she lives in a castle, and she's so rich. So we're like, that guy is trying to get back with her. And he's like, you know, I've written my own book series. It's called Larry Smotter and the Mystery of Pigfarts. And so Pigfarts was made up as a knockoff version of Hogwarts. And it was made up as if a guy was trying to write books that were just like Harry Potter. Only they were terrible. And the main character was Larry Smotter, and he went to a school on Mars called Pigfarts, where all the teachers are talking animals. And the headmaster is Rumble Roar. And then there's Professor Snake, who's like Professor Snape, which is the dumbest thing I could. And then there's McGonagills, who's a flying fish. And then the bad guy is a guy named Lord Voldemort, who in the first book is a zebra. Because in the Larry Smotter world, there aren't unforgivable curses. They're the three silliest curses. Because we were like, the guy who writes this book doesn't take it seriously, and keeps on going, this is all just silly nonsense for children. So his bad curse was called the Zebratus curse, Avada Zebra, and what it does is it turns you into a baby zebra, and that's like the silliest curse that there is. So when Voldemort tried to kill Larry Smotter, he got turned into a baby zebra, and then he grew up and became an adult zebra, as Larry Smotter became an adult boy. And Larry Smotter, his thing was that he had zebra stripes on him. He was the boy with zebra stripes instead of lightning scar. But this is all...
That is a total story.
This is a different story. This is all dumb, stupid stuff. But that's what we made up. So it started out being like a knockoff version, and then we made up the story of Pigfarts because we couldn't help ourselves. There's like a 7-book series all about Pigfarts.
Yeah, it's like before we get into that, we could go on forever.
And then we started to make jokes about Draco talking about Pigfarts, and because like we wanted to work in Pigfarts because we think it's funny, but we were like, how's it going to be in the show? And for a while we had a whole joke in the show that we eventually cut, where all of the Harry Potter characters were reading a book series called Larry Smotter, and they kept on reading this book series, and the book series was written by Gilderoy Lockhart. That was the joke, is that Gilderoy Lockhart stole Harry Potter's life and was writing these books about him. And then during the second act, the 7th Larry Smotter book came out, and they all hated it because we all read the 7th Harry Potter book, and we didn't hate it, but we were like, why are they camping for so long? So it's like the 7th book was just not what we expected it to be, and we were all very frustrated by it. So
Matt was probably the most.
Yeah, and Matt the most, the guy who directed the show. That's why in the show so much they make fun of the 7th book. Like there's a lot of stuff where they're like, Horcruxes are stupid, and they're like saying we might have to go camping for a long time, and then they go, oh, the medallion says that'd be really stupid, and So there's a lot of that. But really, it ended up being that the second act of the show is exactly like the seventh book. So maybe we liked it. We just didn't realize that we liked it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the question.